Welcome back to Maiden City TV. We're here at Oakland Stadium today. Trojans take on our boys Maiden City in the fourth League Cup game of the season. Maiden City are 3 out of 3 at the moment after wins against Dungiven, Strabane and New Buildings. Tough challenge today against Trojans. We're expecting a home tournament today as well. So again, another tough challenge for the boys. It's another youthful lineup. We're probably going to be up against another experienced side today, so it's another test for us. We've obviously lost captain Jamie Robinson, who's moved over to Swanton this week, so again it's another opportunity with Malloch stepping on. Always that we're unchanged apart from Mooney coming on for Tiernan, who obviously played last night for under 18s, so fantastic opportunity for him to come on and impress. Boys are in confident mood. We're about 10 minutes from kick-off, so let's do this, Maiden City. Well, Cass, another League Cup game today against Greg and I Trojans. What kind of test are we expecting?
Much as we say every week, it's every team in our league can beat anybody on any given Sunday, as a man says. So we just have to be prepared ourselves. We're prepared all week, and we just have to be in the right frame of mind going into this game against it's a local derby. Trojans always be pumped up when they play us for some reason, so we have to deal with that, and the football takes care of itself.
I just left the change room, and it looks seems very focused. So there's a lot of hype around Maiden City at the moment, especially this young team. But the boys, they aren't getting carried away. They're very focused on the task at hand.
Them boys, yeah, I think if they get any more relaxed, they'll be lying down sleeping on them when we're trying to talk. They're so a great bunch of lads, and to be fair, the last few weeks they've carried the team because we've been struggling with the injuries, which we've banged on about. So hey, they've been a credit, and the one thing that I've said to them is, Port Stewart next week in the Irish Cup, cement your team, we're replacing the team. Don't let the so-called experienced player come on and take it off you. But hey, play with no fear, that's the thing, play with no fear.
There's no fear, there's a belief in the camp that we could do something really special this year?
Obviously, our priority is they won the league. It's just we're not the only club locally they won the league, and we're not the only club with aspirations they moving up. So, but listen, we can't determine what our teams do or what our teams are thinking. We can only worry about what we're doing. And that's on a Tuesday and a Thursday night in the training pitch, and hopefully on a Saturday and shines through.
Yep. And obviously with Robin moving on this week, obviously it's a wee bit of a blow to your team, but obviously very happy for him. Does that show that the young team's being recognised and hopefully rewarded as well?
Exactly, and Rob will go over there and showcase him what he can do. He deserves it because he's put on a lot of work. He takes his game serious, but there's more than him capable of doing that, and that's what we're trying to tell him. So if Rob moves on, somebody else comes on, like it gives Lavery and young Cahar coming on the day the chance to showcase what they can do, and hopefully they do themselves and their clubs and their families proud.
Yeah, about 5 months from kick-off, Cass, so you go, good man, good luck today.
Cheers, Gareth, thank you.
I'm good.
Well, Tiernan, 3-1 victory today against Trojans. That's 4 wins out of 4 in the League Cup.
Yeah.
2 goals yourself today. What did you make your own performance?
I thought I did well in the first half with the 2 goals, and then obviously the penalty as well. I seen Brendan miss the first one, so I took a ball for the second one and put it away. I just picked my spot and put it there. You know, don't change your mind.
What gave you the confidence to take a penalty? Because I heard a story today that you haven't had a penalty since you're 12. Was that right?
Well, it's back in the day. Penalty shootout. I missed my penalty and we lost the shootout, and I lost a bit of confidence from that. But you know, I've started to gain it back over the years, and scoring today is good for the confidence again.
Yep. does that obviously show you where obviously how confident you are at the minute and the level you're at, that you've scored a lot of goals this season, that you never thought about it, you just grab the ball and put it in the corner?
When you're scoring, you have that momentum just to keep on scoring and scoring. You know, it's good to have that for the team as well. You keep on winning as well.
Yeah, and the team's performance today, obviously we had a shaky start to the game, but we recovered well and controlled most of the first half, scoring them 3 goals, and obviously getting that goal before half time was really important. The second half, what do you think changed? That was it so much we didn't play our best, but that you have to give a lot of credit to Trojans for how they responded?
They came out in the first half or second half very well, and they had most of the ball and they were creating good chances and all, but they just couldn't score. Few good saves from Ray as well, kept us in the game for much longer.
And obviously you were over Chesterfield a few weeks ago with Josh, and obviously Jamie Robinson, who moved on to Swanton this week. What did you make of that?
I enjoyed it now. It was a good 2 weeks. I thought the standard was going to be really high, but I was surprised like how well I fitted in. Same with Josh and Robbo, we all did well, so I was happy with how I did. I'm hoping to go back now soon.
Good. And obviously Port Stewart in Irish Cup next week. You looking forward to that game?
Looking forward, I can't wait for it.
Back in the Brandywell?
Yeah, hard to beat.
Happy days. Good man, Tiernan, thank you very much.
Cheers.
Well, Keesey, that's 4 wins out of 4 in the League Cup. A strong Trojan side today, and they were really up for the start.
No, they definitely were. They started the game much better than us actually, and we managed it not too bad, and they had a couple of chances where they should have went ahead, but we weathered it well, and then Tiernan did what he does best. He got a good through ball from Dylan Mooney, and he's finished it well, and that kind of settled us a wee bit then.
Yeah, from that moment on, we controlled that first half, and obviously Ray made a big save at 2-0, and then we got that 3rd goal right before half time. So how important was that?
No, Ray's played very well. He's been one of our best players today. I think we won the 3-0 lead at half time in the first half, mainly because of the way we've been training and playing the last while. The confidence has been high, and we kind of coached it that without really having to work for it. But then obviously, you know, as I say, Ray's had a couple of good saves, and then second half end he's really stepped up for us.
Yeah, and obviously somebody we talked about a lot over the last few weeks is Connor Moore, playing at left back, and an outstanding performance from him.
Well, Connor's consistency levels is crazy. He's got a great appetite for the game. He trains well. He's low maintenance, wants to do well, and he's actually a right back playing left back, and it doesn't affect his performance. Great personality, great kid, and he's a credit to himself.
Yeah, and second half we probably didn't manage the game as well as we should have. We've got a few injuries in there. Is that just down to playing so much football, and with some players playing 2 matches for the under-18s, that you know it's inevitable that eventually it's going to catch up with us?
Well, there's a bit of rhythm. Lav's had a bad injury there unfortunately, so hopefully he comes through that, where there's a bit of collision, and that's kind of broken momentum. And then from that there on, we didn't really get any grip of the game normally we have, and with players who've been playing well for us recently kind of dropped it a wee bit in the second half, mainly because of volume of games and the training and the effort. They are putting in big efforts, so players credit them, because they won every week, and the way we're doing with the high intensity game that we're playing on and off the ball, it is difficult, and there will be casualties. So in fairness to players, I've got massive respect for them, and we did ride that storm. Fair play to Trojans, they got a good group of players together today, and they did make it difficult all game. So it was a tight game, we didn't play as well as what we like, but you can't have everything.
Yeah, and lastly, a huge week for the club. Port Stewart coming to Brandywell next week in the second round of the Irish Cup. How big is that for the club?
Well, Irish Cup's obviously important because it's a main cup competition for in Northern Ireland, and we want to do well at it. We've reached the 5th round twice, so we're against Crusaders and Derryview, and in particular cases, so we're looking to do the same again this time. We've got momentum now, we've got a good application, so we're looking forward to Port Stewart. We'll prepare well for it this week, and we'll nurse down the injuries and see how everybody is, and see what 11 we can get on the pitch.
Thanks very much, Keesey.
Good man.
Well, that's us for today. Loads of match highlights, loads of interviews, and if you want more, make sure to subscribe to Maiden City TV.